My beloved child, I speak with urgency because the heavens have declared that there is no time left to delay. 2 minutes are left in the clock of destiny, and I, Archangel Michael, have descended with a sword of truth to tear away the veil of lies that has been wrapped around your life. And though you may feel the weight of fear pressing upon your heart right now, understand that what I bring is not to destroy you but to awaken you. For there is a hidden truth within the walls of your own home. In the heart of the woman you trusted, in the silence of your wife's soul where she thought no one could see, but heaven has seen, and her hidden truth has now reached the throne of God, and the command has been given to me to warn you before it crushes you suddenly. I order you not as a suggestion but as a divine command to open this message now, not later, not when you feel ready, but this very moment, because the seconds are sliding like sand through your fingers, and if you ignore this, the destruction will fall upon you without mercy. You will question your entire world, and the pain of betrayal will pierce deeper than any weapon of war. My child, do not tremble as you hear these words because I am standing with you, yet you must understand that your wife has hidden a very dark truth, something she never wanted you to know, something that if it remained buried would drag your soul into confusion and bind your destiny, and this is why heaven is intervening now. Because God refuses to let His chosen child walk blindly in deception any longer. You must not share this with anyone, do not tell a friend, do not whisper it even to your own reflection in the mirror, for this message is sealed only for you. The angels themselves have guarded these words from every other ear because only you have the authority to open them, only you have the responsibility to face this revelation, and only you have the strength to endure what is coming. Your wife has lived with shadows wrapped around her, secrets stitched into the very fabric of her smile, and every time you trusted her laughter, every time you believed her silence, there were layers beneath that you could not see. But God could see, and now it is no longer hidden, it is no longer protected, the truth is breaking open like a storm. You will feel anger, you will feel sorrow, you will feel disbelief as if the ground has split beneath you, but remember this, my child, God does not reveal to destroy you, He reveals to protect you, to lift you out before the flood drowns you. She has concealed things that are not small, not light, but heavy with consequence, and though you thought love was enough to shield you from betrayal, even love can be deceived when it is blind. I see you trembling as you hear these words, I see your soul asking what could this truth be, what has she hidden, what is so dangerous that the Archangel of Heaven himself would speak with such fire. But I cannot withhold it any longer, for her hidden truth is like a sword pointed at your back, and if you do not prepare yourself, you will be struck without warning. She has spoken words in secret places that your ears never heard, she has entertained thoughts that your spirit would have recoiled from, she has stood in silence while the truth of her heart drifted far from you, and while she held your hand she was hiding something behind her back, something that heaven has chosen this very day to reveal to you, because the time of secrecy is over. Do not let fear swallow you, my beloved, because what you are about to face is heavy but not impossible, for God has already given you the strength to endure what is coming. He knew this moment would arrive before you even suspected. He saw the hidden actions and whispered lies before your eyes ever opened, and he chose this exact time to pull back the curtain. Your wife's hidden truth has been weighing against your destiny like a chain around your feet. It has slowed your steps. It has created battles that you did not understand. Doors that should have opened have remained locked. Blessings that should have flowed into your hands have been delayed, and the enemy has used her silence as a weapon to block what God wanted to release into your life. But today the angelic army has been dispatched to tear down every barrier, to expose every shadow, to crush every plot designed against you. My words may feel sharp, but they are not meant to wound you. They are meant to awaken you, for you cannot afford to remain blind one moment longer. You cannot waste these final minutes. Imagine the pain of building a house only to discover its foundation was cracked from the very beginning. Would you continue living inside unaware, or would you want to know the truth before the collapse crushed you? That is why I come, that is why this message burns with urgency, because God refuses to let the collapse destroy you. The truth your wife has kept hidden is not ordinary, it is not harmless, it is not something that time alone can erase. It is a shadow tied to your destiny, it is something that touches your spirit. Something that can tear apart everything if it remains hidden. You trusted her with your heart, you trusted her with your life, and yet trust has been twisted by secrets she buried deep. You may ask me, Michael, why would she hide it? Why would she live with such deception? And I will tell you plainly, it was fear, it was shame, it was the enemy whispering in her ear that if you ever knew, you would walk away, you would never forgive. And so she clothed herself with false peace, she smiled with lips that trembled inside, she pretended light while carrying darkness in her chest. But God does not allow truth to remain hidden forever, He does not allow lies to choke the garden of love without intervention. I see you struggling to breathe as you imagine what could be so destructive. I see your heart pounding, but do not let the storm overtake you, for I, Michael, stand with you now, sword in hand, fire in my voice, declaring that no weapon formed against you through secrecy will prevail. You must prepare yourself to confront, to endure, to rise above, because this revelation will not only test your love but also your faith, your trust in God, and your courage to choose what is right even when it hurts. The hidden truth of your wife is about to break open like thunder, and when it does, you will feel as though everything you knew was an illusion, but hold tightly to heaven's promise. You will not be abandoned in this storm. Angels are surrounding you even now, guarding your mind, strengthening your heart, and placing courage into your soul. The truth, as painful as it will be, is not meant to destroy your future but to set you free from a trap that was built around you, and though you may shed tears, though you may cry out asking why, those tears will water the ground where a new season of life will rise for you. My beloved, listen carefully, because the deeper we go into this revelation, the more you will understand why heaven had to break the silence today. When truth is hidden, the enemy dances in the dark. he feeds on secrecy, he gains strength from silence, but the moment light shines, his power shatters like glass. Your wife thought she could bury the truth, she thought time would erase it, she thought silence would protect both her and you, but she did not realize that heaven keeps records, angels stand watch, and God Himself counts every hidden action. She has walked with you as though all is well, she has shared meals with you, spoken gentle words, but behind her eyes there were storms you never saw, and choices you never imagined she made. This is why you have felt strange unrest in your spirit. This is why at times your heart felt uneasy even when everything looked fine, because your soul was sensing the storm hidden beneath her calm. You ignored those whispers inside because you wanted to believe the best, you wanted to trust without question, and God saw your loyalty, He saw your pure heart, and that is why He has chosen to reveal what she would never have confessed. Do not think for a moment that this is coincidence, that you are simply hearing words. No, child, this is divine timing, this is intervention, this is rescue. What she has hidden has the power to shake your faith, to break your heart, to bend your will if you are unprepared, and so I, Michael, stand in fire before you to warn you, to shield you, to remind you that though people can betray, though secrets can wound, God never abandons His chosen. You must steady yourself now, because when the truth comes forth, you will question everything. Was her love real? Were her words sincere? Was her devotion true? And in those questions, the enemy will try to poison your heart with bitterness. He will whisper that you are worthless, that you were a fool, that your life is ruined, but do not believe his lies, for you are chosen, you are set apart, you are not defeated by another's deception. What she has hidden is not your failure, it is her choice. Her silence, her chain, and heaven has determined that you will no longer be bound to it. This moment may feel like the end, but truly it is a beginning, because truth, no matter how painful, sets you free. Freedom never comes without a price, and for you, that price is the shattering of illusions, but what rises afterward will be stronger, purer, unshakable. My child, I command you again, do not ignore this, do not close your heart, do not dismiss what I speak, because heaven is watching, the clock is moving, and these 2 minutes I warned you of are almost complete. You are standing on the edge of revelation, and once you cross, nothing will ever be the same again, but you will not walk through it alone. I, Michael, will stand with you, heaven will surround you, and God will guide you step by step, breath by breath, into the future He has prepared for you. Child of God, you may not realize it yet, but the very storm that frightens you is the same storm that will cleanse your life of all deception, for when lightning flashes it does not ask permission, it tears the sky open, and the same will happen with the truth that your wife has kept hidden. Heaven is no longer silent, the time of covering is over, and you must prepare your heart to stand when the thunder crashes. Do not collapse into fear, do not let despair swallow your courage, because God would not reveal this if He had not already prepared a way for you to survive it. Every lie she carried was like a stone added to your shoulders, weighing you down without your knowledge, but now those stones will be removed, and though it will sting, though it will cut, you will rise lighter, stronger, and more aware than ever before. You wonder now, what exactly is this hidden truth? Why has she concealed it? Why would she not trust you with her heart? I cannot soften these words, for I am a messenger of truth, not of illusions. Your wife has been carrying a double life in her spirit, a world of words unspoken, actions unseen, choices she thought were invisible. She has smiled at you while carrying shadows. She has promised you love while concealing fractures beneath the surface. And though she may not have realized the depth of destruction, heaven has counted the cost. This hidden truth is not just about her, it is about your destiny, about the call of God on your life, because the enemy thought if he could chain your household in secrecy, he could delay your mission, silence your growth, and stop your breakthrough. But the devil is a liar, and that is why I, Michael, am sent to break open the silence and declare the truth. You are chosen, your destiny is too great, your calling too powerful, and God will not allow it to be crushed under the weight of hidden betrayal. You may tremble when the full truth rises, you may feel your knees weaken when her actions come to light. But remember this, betrayal is not the end of you, it is the doorway to your purification. Think of fire that melts gold, think of storms that wash away dust, think of battles that sharpen the warrior. This is what heaven is allowing, not to destroy you, but to refine you until no lie can ever bind you again. My beloved, prepare your mind now, strengthen your spirit now, because the hidden truth is already cracking open, and once it pours out, you will see clearly what was once invisible. Do not lash out in blind anger, do not sink into despair, but instead lift your eyes to heaven and remember that I, Michael, your protector, stand with sword raised high, ensuring that while truth may wound, it will not kill, while deception may burn, it will not consume, and while betrayal may shake, it will not destroy. The 2 minutes I spoke of are nearly spent, and the moment of unveiling approaches swiftly. Be ready, be steadfast, be strong, for heaven has declared this revelation must happen, and nothing will stop it now. My beloved, take courage, for though the truth will come with weight, the hand of God will hold you steady, and my sword will cut away the chains that secrecy tried to wrap around you. I see your heart asking why would the one you trusted most build a wall of silence? Why would she carry shadows while smiling in your light? And the answer is not simple. For human hearts are fragile, easily swayed by fear, temptation, or shame. Your wife's hidden truth is not small, it is deep, and it has been carried for longer than you realize, like a seed buried in the soil, watered by silence, and grown into a tree whose roots now tangle around your destiny. She thought if she hid it, if she never spoke, life would go on smoothly, and perhaps you would never know, but heaven does not allow lies to choke the chosen forever. There comes a time when the angels are sent to pull the veil aside, and that time is now. You have already sensed this in your spirit. You have felt sudden waves of unease when everything appeared calm. You have questioned her words even when they sounded sweet. You have caught glimpses in her eyes that did not match her lips, and those were not accidents. They were whispers of heaven urging you to see what was buried. Do not let anger consume you, for anger will blind you, but let discernment fill you, for discernment will protect you. What she has hidden will sting, but it will not destroy you. Remember this: if God reveals, it is because He intends to redeem. You will feel betrayed, you will feel as if trust has been shattered into shards, but you will also feel chains break off your life that you never even knew were binding you. This is why the enemy tried to stop this message, why darkness has fought to silence these words, because once you know, you will no longer be bound, you will no longer walk in ignorance, and you will step into freedom that cannot be stolen again. Your wife's hidden truth is about to rise, and when it does, the illusion will collapse. You will look back and realize how many moments were shaped by her silence, how many blessings were delayed because of her choice, and you will finally understand why certain battles in your life felt unexplainable. Child, heaven is not revealing this to shame you but to empower you, not to weaken your heart but to make it unshakable. Stand firm when the truth strikes like thunder, stand strong when her silence breaks, for you are not alone. I, Michael, am with you, the armies of heaven surround you. And the Spirit of God Himself will guide your steps through this fire. What is hidden cannot remain hidden any longer, and though it feels like bad news, it is in truth the beginning of your freedom, the first breath of your deliverance. My beloved, I tell you again, do not be afraid when the truth begins to unfold, for fear will try to grip you like a serpent, but you must crush it beneath your feet with faith. This revelation is not meant to leave you broken but to awaken you to a higher path. You have prayed in silence, asking God why certain storms never ended, why blessings seemed delayed, why peace in your home felt fragile like glass, and now the answer is being given. The root of it was her hidden truth. She has kept things behind closed doors of her heart, things she never let you see, and each hidden piece became a doorway for darkness to creep into your household. That is why your spirit has felt restless. Why even in moments of calm you felt a shadow hovering, because heaven was alerting you that something was wrong. Do not see yourself as a victim, my child, see yourself as chosen, for many live in lies and never receive warning, but you are loved so deeply by God that He sent me, His warrior, to speak to you with urgency before it is too late. When this hidden truth comes forth, you will feel betrayed, but you must not let betrayal turn into bitterness, for bitterness is poison that will keep you chained even after the truth is revealed. Instead, let this pain become fire that purifies, let it become a doorway that pushes you into destiny. You may cry, you may question, you may even feel like your heart is being torn apart. But do not forget, your tears are counted by heaven, your cries are heard, and none of your pain will be wasted. Your wife's hidden truth may seem like the worst news, but in reality, it is a turning point, for once darkness is exposed it loses power. Remember this, secrets are like weeds, they grow in darkness, they spread in silence, but the moment they are pulled into the light they wither and die. That is what is happening now. Her hidden truth is about to be pulled into the light, and while it may feel like your world is shaking, in truth it is the chains breaking. Hold fast, beloved, because your destiny is greater than this storm, your purpose is larger than this betrayal. And though your wife's choices have hidden much, nothing is hidden from God. He has written your story, He has declared your victory, and no secret, no deception, no betrayal will stop what He has prepared for you. Stand strong, for the storm is not the end, it is the cleansing before the dawn. Beloved child, the hour has come where you must anchor yourself in the truth that even though people may hide things, heaven never does, for all things are seen by the eyes of the Lord, and no matter how deep someone buries their secrets, the earth itself testifies, the walls carry memory, and angels stand as witnesses. Your wife thought her silence was safety, she thought her hidden actions were invisible. But nothing escapes the light of heaven. I tell you with urgency, what is hidden is about to surface, and when it does, you will feel as if a mirror has shattered before you. Yet do not crumble, for God is using this revelation to rebuild your life on a foundation that cannot be shaken. The truth may strike like a storm, but remember, storms do not last forever, they pass, and what they leave behind is clearer skies and stronger roots. My beloved, your wife's hidden truth is like a locked chest she has carried within her soul, and the weight of it has slowed your steps without you even realizing. She smiled when she should have spoken, she covered what should have been confessed. And each time she remained silent, the chains grew tighter. But heaven has decreed, no more. You must understand that this unveiling is not punishment upon you but rescue for you. The enemy desired to keep you blind, to let you continue walking in illusion, but God loves you too much to let you remain in deception. That is why I was commanded to come swiftly, to shake your spirit awake, and to order you to open these words without hesitation. When the hidden truth bursts forth, you may question everything. Was the love real? Was the commitment true? Was the life you built together solid? And those questions will cut, but do not let them consume you. The love you gave was real, the loyalty you carried was pure. And heaven sees that. Do not measure your worth by another's secrecy, for your value is not determined by her silence but by God's voice that calls you chosen. This revelation, though painful, will free you from invisible chains and open doors that were locked by shadows. You will not remain broken, you will not remain deceived, for God Himself is turning this darkness into the beginning of your deliverance. Hold fast to my words, child, for soon you will see that what feels like bad news is truly the seed of your freedom. Child of God, you must be ready now, because as each breath passes the truth moves closer to your sight, and once it arrives, there will be no turning back. I do not say this to frighten you but to prepare you. For preparation is the armor of the soul. When soldiers enter battle, they do not wait until the arrows fly to put on their shield, they equip themselves beforehand, and that is what I am commanding you to do now. The hidden truth that your wife has carried is like an arrow that has been aimed at your heart in silence, but by revealing it now, heaven has already lifted the shield before it strikes. She has hidden things from you that were not small, not harmless, but heavy, and her silence was not only to protect herself but also to avoid the storm of your reaction. Yet the longer secrets stay in the dark, the greater their power becomes, until at last they must be broken open by force. That is why I, Michael, have come with the voice of urgency, for the force of heaven is moving, and it will not be stopped. You will see her differently once this truth emerges, and the weight of betrayal will press heavily upon you, but do not let your spirit collapse under it. You must remember that betrayal does not define the betrayed, it defines the betrayer. You must hold tightly to the fact that your love was real, your loyalty was true, and your devotion was unshaken, and heaven honors that. The enemy will whisper lies to you when the truth is revealed. He will say you were foolish, that you were blind, that your life has been wasted, but you must silence his voice and remember that even in this, God is turning all things for your good. The hidden truth is not greater than your destiny, it is not stronger than the hand of God, it is not powerful enough to cancel what has been written about you in heaven. Yes, you will feel pain. Yes, you will shed tears. Yes, your soul may cry out asking why. But hear me, those tears will be seeds, those cries will be keys, and what the enemy meant for destruction will become the very path that leads you to breakthrough. Do not see this revelation as the end of love, see it as the end of illusion. And when illusions end, truth stands. Truth may wound, but it heals, and it frees, and it purifies. Stand, my beloved, for the storm is upon you. But so is heaven.